Delaware Stadium. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. It's the FIU Panthers and the Delaware Blue Hens. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, Coach Carney told me before the game, he knows that they have got one of the best wide receivers in the country, highly rated and experienced, but a young quarterback. They have tried to put some things in this week that will help them get the ball to their best target on the field. We'll keep you posted as the game continues. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Delaware's offense will go to work first. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots. Except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team. And he is option number 1 for the squad.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Skips away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the...
Might have a chance. Got enough for the first. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. The Blue Hens pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Offense scoops it up and still going.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Blue Hens now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Blue 22, go, go! Ready, go!
The sure hands, it's Lewis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. He just barely got enough of that one. He just barely kept it straight enough, too. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So FIU's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stone. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Panthers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. It was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, FIU.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
And now the Blue Hen offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Got it in the middle. It's Bowman. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll knock him down. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To throw, it's McMillan. Looking to the big tight end. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. The Blue Hens will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. With the catch, it's Stone. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Offense working from the pistol. They'll go back to the ground. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Trying to get away. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. FIU comes out with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. After 1 quarter of play, let's take a look and see how these running backs are doing. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move the tight end. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Caught. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity.
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Florida International. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Taking the field now, the Blue Hens offense, and they'll start this drive. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Oh, they're after him. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's McMillan. Pressure coming. And they got him.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A little release to the back. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Blue Hens will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Florida International offense is back on the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. He lofts one down the sideline. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
What a great play by the defensive tackle. Look, sacks aren't just for very athletic, long defensive ends. These D tackles, man, they use their strength. They push linemen back in the pocket, collapse it, and come away with the sack.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. He's looking downfield to throw. Pucks it out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He tries to take the top off. Makes a catch. 1st down and maybe a lot more. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Panthers will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stone. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
The Panthers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection. There's a crease. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Panthers. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Guys, the Blue Hen offense going to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go?
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we talked to the offensive staff coming into this one. They knew going up against the top 25 defense with respect to sacks per game that they had to do a good job protecting the QB, but they have not been able to get that done so far. They've already now allowed 3 sacks in this game.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the 1st down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. Gives him a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on 4th down. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. So now it's long. Wants to adjust the pattern. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's a play the defense absolutely had to have. They've given up some big plays in this first half, and they're down on the scoreboard right now. Something positive needed to happen. Maybe that's the interception that changes the momentum in this game. It's now up to their offense to try and...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air, it's McMillan. Under fire. And it's a sack. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the second quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away.
Makes the grab at the 30. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Got rid of it just in time.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll start this drive going to the air. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. The give to the tailback. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll ride the hot hand across the 45. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line stands on the result of the play. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports Desk. Let's get things popping with Maryland taking on the number 3 team, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And it's the Terrapins sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. It gets them to 4-1 on the season, and it's got to be looked at as a solid start.
The Blue Hens will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. The Panthers offense comes out ready to go to work. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Looking down the left side. Can't hook up on the long. Oh, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Running it to the right. Shakes off the defender. Makes it past the marker. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. And the Blue Hens line it up with a first and goal. He'll do it himself. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the Blue.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at third and goal. He'll keep it again on the option. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Hens!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. Guys, FIU ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the score. Breaks into the open. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49, a big pickup there. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Lost to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the third interception of the night. They drag him down at the 34-yard line. in, and they said they wanted to force mistakes, and they did just that. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll try the right side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Bowman. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to throw, it's McMillan. Makes the grab, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
The Blue Hens are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Blue Hens in the hurry-up. Now from inside the red zone. Rushes on him. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
FIU gets it back, and the Panthers will send the offense back onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the catch. It's Bussey. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Training staff checking out this junior defensive tackle. We hope this is not serious, and he gets back in the fray shortly. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today rank, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. So 1st down will open up the final period. Wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? A give to Brown. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. And the Panthers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Talk about a timely run. Gets the 1st down. Clock. Moving as they try to finish the deal.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Man, oh, man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it. Makes a man miss. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, this quarterback's got a short-term memory, boy. After the interception on the last drive, that looked so ugly, but he's come out and he's been able to turn the page. 4 for 4 now on this drive, throwing it. He's got himself right back in, locked in a really, really nice rhythm. I don't think you have anything to worry about if you're the head coach looking at your quarterback, seeing how he's responded to that mistake on the last drive.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to pass. He's got him in the flat. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Well, they've gotten it down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Panthers! Into the end zone for 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Delaware's offense takes the field to start this drive. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down. They like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make...
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He wants a big play here late. He's got it down the field. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the
quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And down he goes. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, going to the air. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 1st down and more. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And that's got to be demoralizing for this defense. They've now given up a couple of different 4th downs on this drive with the lead. Someone's got to step up and make a play defensively.
The Blue Hens, after moving. Through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And Palmer,